Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Shane's Guitar Shack. And today I got a guitar out of another little bundle that I picked up. This was a typical right now for the times, clearing out the basement, clearing out the closets, getting rid of some stuff that was sitting around. So there's a lot of beginner guitars that are coming out of people's closets and going online. So I picked this one up a little deal. It came with this little Boss DD7 actually. Let me get in here and get a good view. So this has been through some wear, but it still works. So I'm going to double check that everything's working fine on there. I tested it at the house. So it came with that little DD7, the guitar, and a little Marshall combo amp. So that was a cool little deal. This sounds better than I remember them sounding when I was 16. So that was a pleasant surprise. To be fair, I do know how to EQ it a lot better now. So maybe that's part of the reason too, you know? It's not just about the gear, it's about whether or not you know how to use it and get the best sound out of it. So this is kind of a neat little guitar. The brand is called Vega. I've never heard of it before. It's probably just your kind of typical whatever knockoff, if you will, budget guitar that was put out at maybe like, Walmart or something like that. But it does have a cool body color to it. And it's got your double cutaway, kind of like a PRS looking kind of thing. Pretty neat. So we're going to have to do a full cleanup on this one. There's some fret spread on it that's a little rough, so I'm going to have to tape all this off. We'll go through the process and I'll show you how I do that. And all the electronics seem to work, so besides doing that fret sprout and cleaning it up, I think that's about it. So I'll pull this off, I'll start cleaning it up, and then I'm going to tape off the fretboard, and I'll show you guys how I do that. It's not too hard, but if you don't know, then you got to learn somehow. So I'll give you a quick little 30-second run through of how I do it, and maybe somebody else has a better way, but this is just what I'm doing. So I'll see you in a second. So I just taped up the sides of the old fretboard here and gave it a quick cleanup because, I didn't want to see it sitting there dirty. So nice chrome on those pickups. You got a little sparkle in the body there too, so that's kind of neat. Another thing that was kind of cool is get your little shooting star at the 12th. How cute. These are actually in there. They're not just stickers, so, it was a little bit of effort put into this guitar when it was first made. It is kind of cool, not going to lie to you. If I was getting a first guitar and I saw this at Walmart or something, I probably would have bugged my mom for it too. So, very neat guitar. As you see on the sides here, I have taped off the frets. Usually I would tape off of these sides as well, so put a couple pieces of tape right down there if I was working on these main frets themselves, or if I had a lot to do, but it doesn't seem too bad, so I'm just going to take my time and work on them. Try not to gouge out any parts of the fretboard or anything, but I should be fine. Just got a simple little file there, so we'll have at her. Well, I just finished up getting these frets a little lower. As you can see, I took off a little bit of the tape as I was doing it. The idea was for me to get a little bit of my angled side on there and just rub back and forth ever so slightly. Not enough that I'm getting down to the wood, but just enough to catch the edge of that metal that was rubbing off. So I did both sides because, why wouldn't I do both sides? I'm here doing it anyway. I want the guitar to feel good. Some people might look at this guitar and say, Shane, what's the point of doing all this work on a lower end guitar like this? And the point of doing all this work is so that I have practice. So when I do it on a buddy's $800 or $1,000 or $1,500 guitar that really needs the work done, I'm not going to fuck it up. I've done a few of my guitars already that are a little more out of the price range that I feel comfortable with, and I did a decent job. So this is all just practice for when, down the line I've got to work on some really good stuff. I got all that fret sprout taken care of. I'm going to finish up cleaning up the fretboard with a little bit of oil, give the body another wipe down, and we'll do a setup, and we'll see how this thing sounds. Well, I just finished up this Vega double cutaway humbucker thing here. I'm going to call this the Star-Lord. It's called Star-Lord now. Yeah. Anyways, so I filed down the little edges of the frets like I showed you guys earlier. I did a restring, did a quick setup. I adjusted the truss rod and all the saddles back here because for whatever reason they were all launched forward. So all the electronics work fine. Let's hear what this sounds like through this little Marshall amp here. It actually doesn't sound too bad. I wonder, the person I got it off said they got it from like their brother or something for their kids. So I wonder if they like upgraded the pickups in here or something, because this doesn't sound terrible for an entry level guitar in this little Marshall amp here. Let's see what it sounds like in drop. This is surprisingly good. I mean, it's nice if you get a good setup on a guitar, because it's butter. 10 to 46 is on here, so this is really easy to cut through and chunk and play and stuff like that. So that's gonna help out to begin with. And then I mean, on the Marshall side here, I got the overdrive at about a 4. I've got my bass at about maybe 5.5, and the contour is just maxed out for tons of mid punch. So I mean, I've done all I can to get a good punchy sound out of this little Marshall here, and honestly, this kind of sounds badass. I mean, what more do you friggin' want out of a little combo like this? Damn. Both of these were gonna get posted. I don't know. Maybe I might have to keep one of these. This is a cool little rig. This has been another episode of Shane's Guitar Shack. Thanks for stopping by and checking out the video, and I will see you again next week. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you for more.